Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Morning Markets here on the True Potential YouTube channel. So last week we seen a bit of a better week. We had the US inflation, which came in a bit lower, and I'm joined today by Jeff Casson, Chief Investment Officer. So Jeff, last week, positives for investors?
Yeah, a better week, as you say. The US inflation number on Wednesday certainly framing the week in terms of the better performance that we've seen from equity markets in particular over the course of the week. Good move seen in the US market over the course of that last week in particular, all driven by inflation coming in slightly lower than expected, and that allowing people to sort of reappraise their expectations of where the Federal Reserve take interest rates to.
Yeah, so this week we had US inflation last week. This week's going to be the UK inflation. What are your expectations with that, and how will that play into what happens?
I think what we'll see this week is that onward movement up in UK inflation. I think the market's looking for a rate close to 10%, I think around 9.9% for the month of July. Again, that plays into what we've heard from Andrew Bailey really and the colleagues at the Bank of England over recent days in terms of that trajectory for UK inflation in the coming months, all really driven by what we've seen with energy prices.
Yeah, so will we see a reaction to that, or is it kind of like with the expectation being there?
I think it's mostly priced, I think, at this point in time in terms of the direction of travel. I suppose it would be interesting to see if we did see a rate coming in maybe below forecast as to what that might do and the type of reaction that we could see both in the currency market and also in the gilt market if that was to be the case. Certainly that would be a very left field outcome at this point in time.
Yeah, it has been well signalled. They've talked about it a lot. I kind of know it's coming. And what else will you and the investment team be looking at this week?
I think a number of important factors. You've touched on the UK there. We also have data out of the US, in particular retail sales there. That'll be a useful barometer just to get a sense of that interplay between rising inflation, changing consumer demand patterns and how that's playing out. We also have data which will allow us to really just think about how the Federal Reserve are thinking. So we'll get their minutes on Wednesday. But really, I don't think there's very much to take from that, given that we hear from Federal Reserve members on a very, very frequent basis over recent weeks. It would be a big surprise if there was something in there that really hadn't already been discussed.
So UK inflation likely to be the big story, and the way for our investors to follow that is subscribe to the True Potential YouTube channel. Every day on Morning Markets we'll have yourself or the team here, and we'll keep people informed. Other thing I'd like to recommend would be our latest Do More With Your Money show. This was a Q&A special with our Chief Executive Daniel Harrison, and that's available now on the True Potential YouTube channel. So thank you very much for today, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow on Morning Markets. Thank you.
If you're interested in taking your investing to the next level, or would like to know more about the options available to you when you retire, then download our free guides to ISAs and pensions. These are available in the video description below.